Hi everyone, it's Deborah, and today I want to talk about when I was in Mrs. Virginia pageant. This was, I think my children were in grade school or junior high. Now this is Mrs. Virginia. So this is how I got to be on stage. I sent in my picture. I had professional pictures done. And I sent in my picture, and I was chosen from Virginia to be in the pageant. And there was a lot of interviewing and before the pageant. And I remember getting my nails done, and the lady had done such a great job. I think it was in Alexandria, Virginia, that you couldn't tell they were fake. I remember buying myself my first leather jacket for the pageant, and I got a ball gown and a bathing suit. The bathing suit was kind of unusual, which is what I was going for. But I made one critical mistake. I listened to my husband. He told me not to be myself, and I kind of took that as a cut. He told me to be professional and ladylike and not to crack jokes. So he pretty much ruined it for me, because the girl who won was the one cracking the jokes and being the fun girl and, you know, making everybody feel comfortable. And here I'm trying to be, you know, it's very studious and upright and whatever. And pretty much I was just boring. I was not being myself, because a lot of times us women think that our husbands know what's right. Well, no, you should be yourself always. In fact, that was the last thing that my father told me, and I have it on video before he passed. He said, be yourself. And he said, life is what you make it. Now, I didn't really understand what that means, but I'll get into my next video about life is what you make it. So back to the pageant. I was very poor back then. I was working at a jail, actually, and I remember that. Yeah, I was working at a jail. I was working with murderers and rapists. I find that they make the best inmates. It's the habitual offenders that get on your nerves, because they know they're short term. So at the pageant, yeah, I wasn't myself and I lost, but I did make the top 13. Now, when I got ready for the pageant, I had to lose 20 pounds. Now, this story can be verified with my sister-in-law, because it is unbelievable. But once I set my mind to doing something, and I think it goes true with all you girls out there or guys, everything is a mindset. Like, I just went cold turkey smoking since January 1. I only slipped once. It was because of my stalker. But it's all a mindset. So I set my mind up for 2 weeks. No, it was not 2 weeks. It was 7 days. 7 days before the pageant. I had to lose 20 pounds. Now, you're probably saying, yeah, girl, no, there's no way. You're just lying. You're making this crap up. No, I'm telling the truth. This is the diet that I went on. Black coffee, no sugar or cream for breakfast. For lunch, only a half a sandwich. It could be anything, any kind of sandwich, just only a half. And then for dinner, I would get a little, I guess a butter plate, which is like this. And I would put food on it, and only to cover that plate, no more than that. And I did lose the 20 pounds. I looked pretty good coming across the stage. Yeah, I really did that. And my sister-in-law made me walk a mile. Now, I have never really exercised in my whole life. so I wasn't so toned, and I have a little bit of cellulite. So, but I did lose that 20 pounds, and I was more proud of myself for that than anything, because I set a goal and I kept it. Now, keep in mind, I was hungry, and I fantasized about Whoppers with cheese from Burger King. Yes, all I wanted was a Whopper. I remember the night before the pageant, I don't know if you all remember this, but cigarettes used to be able to advertise in magazines. I don't know if they still anymore, but they had this Virginia Slim jogging suit. It was satin. I mean, it was something like Rocky would wear in one of the Rocky movies. It was short shorts, a satiny top, and it was like a jogging outfit. That's what we called them back then. But I did wear that the night before, and I remember the girls were so stick thin, and I didn't eat anything the night before, because you don't want to go on stage with a little full stomach. You got to have it flat. But I kind of knew when we were in the dressing room who was going to win. It was like, you knew. And that's why I think some of these beauty pageants are fixed. I really do, because it was like she already knew she was the winner. If you could understand what I'm saying, her body movement, everything she did before the pageant, she acted as if she'd already won. I mean, because I know I can study people's body language, and it tells a lot if you really, really look. So, yeah, this was at the Omni Hotel in Norfolk, and I only have one photo of that, and that dress was dark blue. It was beautiful, very conservative. So I hope you liked my story. I wanted my parents to come to the beauty pageant, but they had so much on their plate that they didn't make it. But my children and my husband did, so that was good. Thank you. Bye.